hope you're having such a good day. I am like a kid at Christmas right now because we are officially going to be starting the pool. And this is going to be the first full week of everything getting done. And I think you guys are going to be so surprised with how much is actually completed within that time period. This is the most productive week, weather permitting. This is going to be probably the most productive week just because of the fact that everything is like so set up. Our pool builder does a really good job of trying to make every single day count and having not even a day go by to where there's not someone out here. They like to wrap this stuff up pretty quick, and they do it in the best way possible. I'm super excited because today they're gonna be marking out the pool. We have had rain every single day, and it has been just like Florida. We've been getting like 3 o'clock showers, and it kind of cuts the day short for these contractors. I'm happy that they get the break, but at the same time, it kind of puts delays on it. So we were gonna be starting to dig mid to end of next week, but I got a call last minute and they said, hey, we can come and dig tomorrow. And I'm like, okay. So she's like, I'm gonna send Eric over, we're gonna mark out the pool. So that is so exciting from someone who hyper fixates on things and really tries to take their time and really design and make every single detail count. It's like a big day. I'm just so excited. And it's something to note too, this is our second go around. So if I don't see maybe as stressed, or I kind of think things are just more fluent and easy and stuff like that, it's because I've been through this before. Now this process is going to be on a much larger scale than our last one. Our last one, we were just under a 1/4 acre. Now we're pushing 2 acres. There's a lot more dirt that needs to stay, and then probably also bring some in. The pool size, our last pool was about 14,000 gallons. This one's gonna be 21,000 gallons. I went ahead and did several upgrades, but it's super exciting. So something to note too is that when we did our last pool, I was very limited on where things could go on our size. On our last house, it was a cul-de-sac house, so we were at the end of the cul-de-sac, so back behind the house there really wasn't enough space for a pool. But on the side yards, on the side of our house, there was a lot of space. So that's kind of what we did for this one. This one is very different because it's straight out. I try to take in consideration the sun, of what times of day the sun kind of hits, when the pool is going to get its most sun, when we want to sit and relax outside, to make sure that we're not just going to have that sun in our eyes when we're trying to grill or eat dinner. Having things placed in certain ways are really important, and I took a lot of detail and consideration into that. So one thing to note is our pergola is going to be pushed way off to the side, and I did that because I wanted to have the shade the majority of the day under that pergola. So there is going to be like a tinted screen on top. However, having that side angle of sun makes a big difference. Also, something too, I wanted to have several seating sections just to make it to where you're entertaining and using that space more often. So I did a section for 4 loungers, I did a fire pit section, I did a couch section, I did a dining section, I did a grilling section. Plus that I also wanted to take advantage of the space that we do have out here and have it to be like when we have big parties, like big parties, our kids' graduation, big birthdays, big anniversary, big party celebrations, that I wanted to have a place to pop up some tables, kind of have it to where when people come, they have a place to drop their things. Also just make it outside to inside feel just as cozy. So I'm really excited to share some of all those details, and these renderings will change. I know I have tweaked several things. I have already been nicknamed and given the name Change Order Jeannie, and I do think it is important to make those changes, even though some things do cost more money. However, when you're doing an investment piece, and especially in a home like this for us that we do plan on being here for such a long time, I want it catered to us and our needs and what's going to work best for us, but also longevity for in the future of when our kids grow up, when we're empty nesters, what that kind of looks like. So I am waiting for, like I said, my pool builder to come out here. He's going to be marking everything out. I know he's going to want to talk to me about a couple things, make sure it's all set and done. We did talk about our spillover. This is something too that I want to tell you. If you are building a pool, we have a 7-foot, I wanted it more of a sheer descent, a massive flow of water spillover. We've talked about things before of making sure it's not just like a little trickle of water and it's a full sheer descent. So Tammy had kind of talked to me about it, and she's just like, if that's something that you want, you know, we need to really make sure we're getting that force of water. So I know Eric will talk to me about that today, and that's something I just don't want to budge on. I want it to look a certain way. I want the sound to be a certain way. And I did the same thing in our last house, and I just wish I would have done the upgrade to have it just be a full, but they worked with me for a while to try and alter the pumps and the jets and everything to get it when I wanted to be that full spillover. So, but I learned my lesson. Some things you cannot save on, especially if you want it to look a certain way. You don't want to not set yourself up for success, so something like that can be really, really important. But I'm super excited. These vlogs are going to be probably a little bit more chatty because I want to explain things to you. However, if you're here for just the vibes, see the process, the B-roll, all of that, I can guarantee you they're going to be really good. So definitely encourage you to subscribe. Make sure you're turning on that notification bell because all of these next videos, we are going to be packing out the entire build process. I think it's going to be over 3 to 4 weeks, and I'll spill all the tea, all the beans, all the drama. I guarantee you there probably is not going to be any drama. Like I said, we've used this company before. We use Flamingo Custom Pools. They are out of the Houston area. And not only do I love supporting them because it's just a family-owned mom and pop business, but man, the care and dedication that they have is just above everybody else. I am lucky with my job. I get to hear their honest opinions of things, and something that I had always heard was Flamingo Custom Pools, and that's how we decided to go with them. In the last one, we interviewed several contractors, and I didn't even call anybody else. I've heard too many horror stories. I just know of too many bad things. These are people that I trust wholeheartedly. They know how to get into my home. I trust them with my kids. They are a part of my family. So I can truly, honestly vouch for them. I'll put their information down below. Any contractors that we use, I will go ahead and put in that info box, but let's go ahead and get started. Eric will be here any minute, and I'm just so excited to share with you guys because this is a big deal for us. I know we're gonna still do a couple more things in the house, but it's just going to be really exciting. But trust the process. I'm sure you will probably have a little anxiety attack about to see all this construction going on, but it's really good. It's a really good thing. Good things come to those who wait. You guys, I know the lighting in here is going to be not great whatsoever, but I am in the car. I am going to be running and going and picking out some countertop samples today, and probably more likely just picking out exactly what I want. I have an amazing contractor that wants to bring me all the samples and I don't have to go anywhere. Countertops I feel are a little bit trickier, that I want to see a bigger portion of it and not just a small piece of stone. So I think I'm actually going to go to the store. I am actually going to the store to actually look out and pick out exactly what I want. I give him a call. He'll be out here today, and I can tell him exactly what I want. So that's going to be kind of exciting. I do remember I forgot my swatch book of the painted brick that's going to be down below. And then we actually decided to, instead of doing a white stain, have a white on top, white on bottom, and then really the stone for the countertops is going to be the only only thing to kind of break that up. I think it's just going to be too light with the decking and this and that. I think we need to add in some warmth to it. It's a really nice treated pine is what we ended up doing instead of a solid cedar. The solid cedar we did in our last one, and it is very dry and they tend to crack. So it's a cheaper option to do a treated pine. It's definitely cheaper and it saves on costs and it gives a great effect. The paint stain that we're doing is a 10-year stain. So it'll actually last really, really well and it'll do well in the heat. This is all the information from my contractor. I'm excited we kind of made that choice. I'll pop on some inspiration pictures of kind of the tones and the warmth. I love the faded look to the wood that's on here, but to be honest, I just don't think that's practical here. That's a traditional stain, and a traditional stain in intense sunlight does not last here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be going with Sherwin-Williams duck white for the brick around the outdoor kitchen. The outdoor kitchen in the rendering shows that it's more of a red brick, similar to the red brick that's on the house. The house will be painted. It's just not on the top of the priority list right now. We had to add some electrical and upgraded some of the electrical in the house yesterday. We didn't have enough electrical or space in our panel, our electrical panel, for the pool and everything that we're doing. So we had to add a sub panel. But then also too, there is some safety stuff. You know, our house was built in 99. Modern technology, we've come up with better safety features than what there was back in 99. So we had all of it updated. It was a lot. However, these guys, I think we're just getting really lucky with our crews. We have everything that we do is off of referral base. And then also my pool contractor, they're fantastic. It's a mom and son. The dad's part of it too. And they are such a team and they are on it. We have group texts. We are texting and laughing and having all the things, and they'll be as involved or less involved as you want them to be. Like if you don't want to talk to them and they just want to get it done, you could do that. But then also too, they can be like some of your closest friends. And they're just the best people, just down to earth. They always are going out of their way to make me happy, make the contractors happy. You can tell like they just care so much. So I'm so happy that we're working with them again. I need to stop being so chatty. I need to go and get my button gear and go get that swatch book before I forget. I need to go and pick up some countertops. In our contract right now, we have it priced out for granite. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be upgrading to quartz. The only thing is our contractor, he's like, I don't like quartz. It looks like plastic. So I don't want that. I definitely want something that's going to look more natural. But also too, that can, you know, stand the test of time. I can have hot things go onto it and not have any staining. I don't want to be worried about absorption of water, those kinds of things. So I'm excited to go there and take a look and see what they have. He also told me I can go anywhere. If there's somewhere else that I want to go where they just don't have anything, he's like, you can go anywhere. He's just feeling like I should be the one to bring you all the samples that you need. Like he gave me 3 samples for the stain and I'm like, I don't like any of this. And he's like, I will go to Home Depot right now and get you all different ones. So he went and brought me a whole pamphlet. Then we marked off 2 that he liked, and then he went straight back and picked it out. I mean, all he says is, I want to make my customer happy. I mean, he's just the sweetest thing. But I'll stop being chatty. I gotta go get my returns. I also have to go and get my swatch book so I can have my color of my brick that's going to be painted when I'm picking out stones, so I have a good reference. A little update for the end of the week. So you can see most of the stonework is actually already done. They just have to do, these are like really a lot of cutting in that they're gonna have to do. So that kind of, they kind of do the straight line stuff that they can pump out really fast. But I'm gonna try
and walk you guys around here. We've had a lot of rain. Look how pretty all of this turned out. It's gonna be so nice. So there's still gonna be this piece of stone on the very top. So that's why they've trimmed it all up. But you can see this stacked stone is so, and see how it just is gonna shimmer in the sun. Can you see that with all of my broken nails? I go today to get them fixed, but they're really bad. Can you guys see that? Can you see all that sparkle? Just a good little bling. And then all they have really left is to do the cuts over there. They'll have to do all the stone on top of here. It looks like they have a little bit left on this side to do, but this was one day. Okay, and then the pergola looks so pretty. It's so pretty. So essentially there's gonna be a countertop here and a countertop here. On this side, I'll bring you guys over here. On this side in the center, right here, the structure is 11 by 19. So this is gonna be 11-foot long countertops, and the posts will be kind of inside, close to the edge, but on the inside. But so what's gonna happen is there's gonna be a countertop here, there's gonna be a grill in the center. There's gonna be 3 drawers and a trash can cabinet, I guess, to be in there. And then a cabinet access right here, which a cabinet access will essentially let you get all the way over there, I believe. And then the fridge is going to be here. And then over here, like I said, is going to be another long countertop. There's going to be a sink here. And then the sink will have the cabinet access for underneath. And then, like I said, the accesses will go all the way. They're just like a door, like that double doors that kind of go inside. And then you can actually like store stuff all underneath there. So great storage. And then I believe the fridge is going to be, ooh, that is a wasp. There is going to be a fridge right here on this end. And then there's going to be a total of 6 outlets that are in here. So there's going to be an outlet on one of the top ones. There's going to be a ceiling fan on top. And then my string lights like I have on the front porch, I will have in here. And then I will have outlets on each end of the countertops here, and then like right here, and then right here. The reason we did them in the ends like this, kind of like on a countertop, is because then they can be set inside more and it won't be like cut into the wood or anything. It's just gonna aesthetically look way better. So you can kind of see like this is a lot of that has been done in week 1. So week 2, they'll be finishing up the stone. So today's Sunday, time of filming. They're going to be out here tomorrow. They'll finish out the stonework and that, and then we're going to be starting on decking. And then once decking, just the concrete portion of decking is in, they'll rebar one day and then deck the other day. Once that is in, then they'll kind of start with the brick and forming all of the countertops and the cabinets in here on both sides. They'll have this, which will then be a whole different view. I mean, next week is going to be insane. I mean, week 1 is always crazy to me of how much gets done, but this is the end of week 1. This is what's so crazy to me, is how much actually gets done in week 1. Like, how is this possible? Like, the only thing that got started the week before was they dug. It's insane. So even if you look at all of the rebar and the gunite and the stonework and the pergola, this pergola, you guys, is gorgeous. I'm gonna leave you guys here. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor and give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, because the next video is going to be the following week. And it's going to go really, really fast. I can't believe we're going to be wrapping up this project sooner than you guys think. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.